Hi everyone, my name is Miss Tifiello. I had a pacemaker implanted a little over 6 years ago for complete heart block. The problem with my heart was most likely congenital. I just say that to say that there wasn't something in my life that I was doing to cause me to have heart disease. I was most likely born with it. My heart was healthy, but my heart didn't pace correctly. So I had a pacemaker implanted, but I didn't immediately get better overnight. The problem with having heart disease is that a lot of times the biggest symptom is that you're tired all the time. And it's really hard to get motivated to start an exercise program or to start eating healthy when you're tired all the time. But about maybe about 3.5 years ago, my mother died of lung cancer. My mother, she didn't always make the healthiest choices. She was, however, incredibly kind. One of the nicest people I have ever known, will probably ever know, and she was really close to my sons. They were 6 and 8 when she died, and watching what they went through, they lost their best friend. They're just what they lost when my mother died. It was really hard to see someone so young have to go through something so tragic. And I decided after her death, pretty shortly after, that I was not going to do the same thing to my grandkids. My mother was 62. I was kind of creeping up on 40 when she died, and pretty much immediately after, I started to have the motivation to want to get better. I started a Couch to 5K program. After I successfully completed that program, I just started to kind of build on from there. I have since completed 4 half marathons. My best time is 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I'm currently working on base building because next year I'd like to try to run a marathon. This is me a few months after getting my pacemaker. I was actually feeling pretty good here, better than I had felt in years. I had just started a new job and I was really happy. But this is me now. Getting a flat stomach or losing weight was never really my goal. But I'm including some pictures that I can talk a little bit about some things that help me with my progress and how much I've changed when I started to incorporate those things into my running. Initially, I was just running, but in order to get better, I started adding strength training and yoga into my workouts. Because I am short on time, just like everyone else, I find it hard to build on to what I am currently doing. So I find that adding small challenges like a 30-day push-up challenge or a 30-day mountain climber challenge or a 30-day burpee challenge really helps me to build my core and improve my running, but doesn't add a whole lot onto my day. It only takes about maybe an additional 5 to 10 minutes, depending on where you are in the challenge, to add this into what you're currently doing, but it really has a big impact on your running. Another thing that has really helped me with my running is focusing more on nutrition. I didn't initially start with nutrition, but adding nutrition into my running, it just really made it easier to fuel my runs and to see my performance improve. So things like eating a lot of healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats and carbs are key to improving your overall health and performance. So here I am making a healthy pasta sauce for my family in this rice cooker crock pot thing that I bought on Amazon that I absolutely love. I've thrown in some onions, some zucchini, some lean turkey, some lean beef, a little garlic, some sugar-free marinara. It should be really yummy. It's also important to properly fuel your runs. Before longer runs, I will fuel with things like oatmeal that I make with a little bit of almond milk. I also like to fuel with some toast sometimes, or maybe even a stroopwafel. And I almost always add a little bit of banana and peanut butter in the morning before a really long run. For half marathons, I find that during the actual run, goo tends to work really well for me. These are just some of my favorite goos. But I have found that as I start to go any longer than a half marathon distance, that my stomach starts to get upset. So I've started experimenting with some things like peanut butter, medjool dates. I'm even trying to experiment some with Cliff Bars, and I'm just seeing how that works for me. Surprisingly, peanut butter is working really well. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if there was a little talking in the background. You probably hear my husband and my kids, see some dogs running around at some point in the video. I don't think I'll ever be able to make a YouTube video that doesn't have a little bit of that. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe button and comment below. I'm really not making this to get a huge YouTube following. I'm just hoping that maybe I can share with some people my experience and they can see it and maybe realize that they can start doing something like this too. Have a great day until the next video. Keep moving and remember how lucky you are.